All right. I had to fix the audio, which was a pain in the butt. But um, as you read in the title, I am playing on my PlayStation 2, which I am actually doing this because I'm downloading um, NHL 21, and it's going to take about a couple hours. So I don't want to play any games while that's being downloaded. So I have decided to uh, play on my PlayStation 2 while I wait. So far it's doing pretty well, which is good. Um, we were able to do the tournament last night. We started about, I think a little after 8 p.m. And we didn't get done until around midnight, which was, I'd say that was kind of stupid. But, because we were supposed to be doing it for like 2 hours. But, I mean, it was also only seven matches that we had to do in round three. We should have had a bigger lead. I mean, at one point we had a 10-point lead over everybody. But then all of a sudden, something happened. I think it was after game two. After game two, me and Feisty died towards the end, and we didn't do so well. We learned that Doomsday was in that match that we were in, and it was not good. But nevertheless, we had fun, and I had a great time. So, so here we are going into round 4. We really need to learn. I mean, I did not practice, and we didn't need to. The first 2 rounds that we did, I ended up getting I think the most I ever had was like 16. But that was good. That was good for me. And we actually had like a 30-something bomb. We had a 30-something bomb going, just me and Feisty, and then we end up not doing so well after that. So, but the main thing is we all did well. We made it to round 4, but 2 teams got eliminated. So now we're in round 4, which means for round 4, 2 more teams will be eliminated because we're down to 10 teams and only 8 will move on to round 5. So what happened was we had so many, and a lot of them actually got eliminated after the first round. So now we're down to 10 teams, 2 teams went home. So I've been calculating some of these things. There's going to be a total of 8 rounds. And we're somewhat almost halfway done, which is good. But it is and it isn't good because, with our somewhat decent performance we had, I mean, we were actually good the first 2 rounds or the first 2 games. And then again, like I said, we ended up falling because we died towards the end on the third match out of 7. So that actually hurt us pretty well. But we tried to do a comeback, and we were right on the edge. We actually finished 10th, which I'm not saying that's horrible. I mean, we did well. But the thing is, like I said, I didn't practice because it's pointless for me to practice. But but the thing is, someone did say that these bot/bad players will do get harder as we move on through the matches, and I actually learned that the hard way. But we did pretty well, like I said. Feisty and I did the first, oh golly, if I'm not mistaken, Feisty and I, we did most, like, 6 out of 7 without Kitty 1181, which is sad. But, they were sleeping through the whole most of it. But we did pretty well with, I don't want to say this to hurt them, but we did pretty well when they were not on. But, even when they are on, we do well, which is good. But, we do well no matter what. Okay? And it tells you that no matter how good or how bad we do, we still do well. We needed, we had 3 players, me, Feisty, and, but sometimes I wonder if having 2 people actually fighting is better than none. I don't know. Well, I do want to say it's good, but I don't want to be mean. No matter how good you look at it, no matter what, we did well. And I'm proud of how we performed, even though with that one little bad third match out of 7, that really hurt us. But we tried to come back, and I'm like, okay, we did not lose by that much. Let me tell you how we did. Oh, and by the way, I do want to say also, if you guys will notice at some point, I do have my new phone case right here, and it's an LG Vivid 5G, and I actually do love it. Okay, we actually have someone messaging here. Oh, someone just went live. Okay. Nice. That was not what I wanted. Now, the scores that we had going was, here are the teams that are moving on. RTF, which is us. Doomsday, which they actually appear in almost every single match, no matter if they're playing against sweats or against bad players like we do. Mishit, Haunted, SVEN, THS, BAD, Acid. I can't pronounce it right. If I mispronounced it, I apologize. Nightlash and LOZSR, which is a brand new team. Here are the points. Now, after the 3rd round, Gash and Black Window both got eliminated. Now, we were actually lucky we even made it, because we were actually 10th. We went from 1st all the way down to 10th because of Doomsday stream sniping me and Feisty on the 3rd match of 7. Doomsday ended up winning 1250. Then you have SVEN, who actually beat Doomsday that time, actually, but not by much, by 25, actually. We ended up having 1065. But that's not bad. Not bad at all. But the first 2 rounds we actually did was 10 matches. Now, I know for a fact the next round will be this coming Saturday. I think it's at 8 p.m. I am not sure, but if it is, I'll be whoop whoop. Sorry. Now I do want to say this. Okay. Sometimes we will not do good. Sometimes we will. But we really need to put in our game. Now, sadly, some people actually did leave. But I do want to say this. Okay. The last match was chaotic. It was tough. We knew Doomsday was coming into the match. We ended up running into Doomsday, and one of Ruby, I forgot who it was. Let me see here. I forgot who it was, but one of the Kitty 1181 people played the last match, died, or actually got knocked down. I was able to recover that, but it was chaotic. I mean, we had like 5 people coming at us, and I actually knocked one down. I had to keep building, and man, I actually had to call for help. And normally you don't do that. You know, normally I'm really good and strong when it comes to this kind of crap, but no, there was a point where I actually got knocked down. No, I almost got knocked down, and I had to call for help. But the good thing is that communication was key, which is good because when you do these kind of things, you need to make sure you call for help. Obviously, it was a point where I felt bad for in the past. In the past, there were points where I never called for help. And I actually learned that communication is key when you do these kind of things. And I had a hard time trying to remember. But I stepped up. We did well. We moved on to round 4. Hopefully we do better in round 4, and hopefully we can get... Well, here's how it worked. There were so many teams that participated in the tournament, and we had our time. We had to go in groups, or should I say group blocks, which is 4 in each block, and we actually had more this year than we ever had, and it was hard. I tell you that right now. But we only had one tough team in our block, and we were able to beat them. I think, I'm not sure. I have to look at the past history, but I know for a fact we did do so well. We had a really tough time trying to make sure we don't end up getting beat. But Doomsday, the thing is, Doomsday, I don't know how they end up getting in, but they didn't qualify, okay? The only reason why they were able to participate is because there was a point where there was a team that got in twice. And one of them in Doomsday ended up doing one match, I think. I think it was 3 to 5 matches. I'm not sure. But they ended up having over 9,000. And that was stupid because that was the only team that had 9,000 points, and then we had a couple that was at 7,000. You don't want to deal with that. But we actually participated, and We had a lot of fights before after the qualifying round. Okay. But, we had there was a lot of fighting that was going on after the qualifying match. And we were able to fix it. It took a lot of balls to fix a fight. And trust me, the thing is, I was the actual owner of the team, but people think that a team leader controls everything. But, the owner's job is to make sure the team doesn't fight and stuff and whatever else. That's when the fight actually started. And it was bad. People thought they were going to actually kick me out of the team when that's not how it's supposed to be. Because the owner stays the owner and can never leave. But, I did some research, and actually the owner has more authority than team leader does. Then people started arguing over what's what and all that, and then that's when hell broke loose. And I didn't want to have any part of that. But, there's still points where everything, and then there was points where we had to kick Zach and Rachel Ruby out of the team because they actually wanted to start fighting. And then, I don't want to say this to be mean, but Ruby really kept getting really heated and started fights. There's points where, they think they can overtake the team because they think they're the only one that can control the team. They didn't do so well. Okay? I don't want to start saying things to start another mob. But what I am trying to say is that when I'm the one that helped, someone build this team from ground up, I'm the one that's been with this team ever since it first was introduced. And I know more about this team than anything else. But people think that they know it all. But you know what? I've been with this for like 5 years now. I've been with TBH for 5 years. Even when the actual owner, which was Sway, aka Trevor, and I really miss him. When Trevor built the team, I helped him. He made me his co-owner. And there was a point where I did try to get a hold of Trevor's wife, and I was unsuccessful trying to get a hold of her. It was sad that, the best PSN son I ever had died before Christmas. And it was bad. It was a bad time to die and a wrong time to die because Trevor had a kid on the way, and he actually had one son. And there was an unborn coming in. Now, I don't know. It hurt. It really hurt. If only Trevor's wife could, message me so I could check in on her to see how she's doing, I would. I actually messaged Trevor's Snapchat and no response. It was delivered, so that means it was still active. But, I really need to figure a way to Yes, I actually do love my new phone. But the thing is, I actually do feel bad for what was going on. And by the way, my new phone, man, I love it. I mean, it has 128 gigabytes of memory compared to my, what, 40 gigabyte old phone that I had. Snapchat. I'm going to see if I can get Trevor's wife on. Because I really need to see how she's doing, because I haven't spoke to her in longer. I mean, I would say a couple of, holy cow, about a year and a half to almost 2 years, and I really need to see how she's doing. Because when you have a child on the way and the father died from cancer, it just hurts. Especially when you die before Christmas. I mean, Travis's cancer was so bad. Okay, yeah, that's the one. Yes. I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry. And I just couldn't. Because I learned I have to stay strong. I don't know what that was. Yeah, see, I mean, it's delivered, and I haven't received anything back. You know, I I actually I do need to get back into that because I think no, never mind. Um, yeah, it's a shame. I mean, I do want to say this. I've known Trevor for a long, long time, and like I said, Trevor actually went through a lot when I first met him 5 years ago. Trevor almost ended up facing jail. Um, it was not good. Um, we were able to prevent him from going to jail. Um, when I first met Trevor, he was dating an underage girl, and he actually ended up having cops at his door because of it. I don't want to get much into that because, I mean, I'm not upset about that. Normally a person would, but since Trevor didn't realize the age that this girl was at that time, Trevor thought this girl was 18 because the girl actually told us the age. Because the girl said that she was 18 when, come to find out, she was not really 18. So Trevor actually dumped the girl. and found someone in real life, which was really smart of him. Because what happened was when I met Trevor, he was dating what the girl told me and Trevor is that she was 18. But when we looked at her TikTok, she did not look 18 at all. She looked more like 8 to 9 years old. So when Trevor found that out, he dumped her right on the spot. But apparently it was too late because the mother called the police on Trevor and the cops showed up and they didn't do anything. They actually didn't do nothing about it because the girl lied about the age. So they did not take Trevor to jail, which was a remarkable thing because you don't want to go to jail for something that you didn't even know about. However, the girl that Trevor was dating at the time did get a warning from their local police department to not do that again. I was actually able to get like 3 years ago, I was able to talk to the girl to see how she was doing. She was doing pretty well. She moved on in her life, which was good. I think she's in high school now, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's been like 3 years since I actually talked to the one. So I don't know how it's going. But I know if I had to guess, I'd say it was good. But, again, I don't want to, that's just me. Okay. Obviously, she's in high school now, I think. If not, still in middle school. Now, the only thing that I don't like about girls is when they do lie about their age. They know it's actually illegal to lie about your age, especially to someone that's not a police officer. But, speaking of that, I do have something to say. And I ain't happy about myself when I'm about to say it. When I first got on PSN back in 2014, I really miss PlayStation Home. I really do. I met a lot of people. That's when I first started online dating, was back on PlayStation Home. And, I've been through a lot of girlfriends lately. But, I've been with one. I've been dating one for almost 2 years now. And, it hurts when, there were so many girls that I actually loved in the past. One of them that I actually dated wasn't like the best I've ever had. I've witnessed a lot of stuff in my lifetime, and trust me, it was not good. But, by the way, I'm playing this one game on my phone too while I'm playing. I'm triple tasking right now, just to let you all know. I'm surprised this thing's saved because I haven't played this in about a year and a half to 2 years. Oops. But one of the things that I don't really understand, okay, is why would people lie about their age? Why, I am going to say this, okay? Before I met my current wife, I have not cheated. I used to cheat when I first started online dating. I will admit that, but I was trying to find the right one for me because the ones I've been with in the past wasn't perfect for me. I don't really know which one I actually liked, from start to finish. It's really hard to tell. I know for a fact when you have someone that you really do love, that's when you really need to understand. Well, you can't be dating. Well, you know what? Trevor actually dated two girls. Actually, he dated more than two. Actually, um, and it was not fair to me actually because I couldn't date more than one girl. But there was actually a point. What 4 years ago, I actually dated two sisters, and it was okay. Okay, I will admit, but the problem is that I couldn't. I mean, it was hard. It was hard. Um. Oh, by the way, right now this modifying a team. The only hard part okay, was how to, you know, and the problem is that I should have never did what I did, but you can't help yourself. Uh, but the news is that you have to learn consequences, and I do want to give you guys a quick heads up. My looks like my brother's going to probably come down, and you might hear some noises in the background, which is him talking. So, if he does come down here and talks, you guys will hear him. He's watching football right now. There's 2 teams or 4 teams left, and yeah. But anyway, on a subject change, I finally got my vaccine. And my shoulder hurts like hell. It's this arm, it hurts. And they said it's going to hurt for a couple of days, and they were not lying. I mean, my arm felt really stiff, but I couldn't sleep last night because it was hurting. Now, I am actually thinking, and by the way, I think it was a bad idea for me to buy that one game because it cost me about $64, $64.19, and yeah. Wait a minute here. I have to see, but yeah. So anyway, there's actually a point where I need a. Yeah, see, I don't even think I'm going to receive any message from Trevor's wife, which is sad. I really, really want to see how she's doing. Because, I've been a great friend with, I've been really great friends with Trevor's wife. Before Trevor actually dated this girl, I dated Trevor's wife before they actually got married. Things didn't turn out so well. Which, I mean, it would have been good, but, Trevor was looking for someone, so I figured, you know what? Yeah. But nevertheless, the girl I'm with right now is good. It's real good. This really makes me tired. By the way, I do work tomorrow, which is great. By the way, I do get paid. But I do want to say, but I do want to say something. Okay, people make dumb mistakes. Okay, and I also do want to thank the person that's watching. I wish there was a big update for YouTube so I could see who's actually watching. Will it tell me? No, it won't. Wow. I mean, on Twitch you can actually see who's watching, but YouTube they don't have that stuff, which is kind of sad. I do want to do something real quick here before I continue. I need to add on Twitch. I have this one bot. Actually, I have two bots on my Twitch account, which helps me protect my thing. Bots for YouTube. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't care if I have to subscribe or pay for them, but Twitch is another story. Because given the fact, okay, I actually got more views at one point than anything else. Because this is one of the things I really need to lower. Holy cow. They have a thing called subscriber bots. Okay. Oh, here we go. I have the thing called Nightbot, and I actually have that one for my Twitch. I need to see if I log in with YouTube. There you go. I actually do allow. Okay. Now, okay. Okay, let me see here. Wait, did that one work? Wait, did that work? Did that work? I have to go back. I have to say something. Let me see something here. I have to check. Yeah, it did. Okay, good. So I have Nightbot. That's a moderator. Oh yeah, so but I do need to add one more bot. Um, okay, so we got that taken care of. But I also had another bot that I was using on my Twitch that I might transfer to my YouTube as well, which is good. Now, the other thing that I do want to warn you all about, okay, is that a lot of times I'm getting a lot of weird messages after my live streams. I do want to bring this to all your attention. Please watch what you say, because I already had one person threaten to blow up my local police department, but that was like what 2 years ago. That never happened, and I actually there's still an ongoing. I had the case for that is from my local PD about that message is still ongoing, but they still have not received any updates, so that's good. Um, Twitch bots. I need to see which one I. Oh, okay. Nightbot, Moodbot. There we go. That's the one I was using. Beatbot. Oh, nice. Okay, so Okay, I guess not. We also have a WiseBot that's also available, but I don't really use WiseBot. And it looks like WiseBot's only for Twitch. I want to see if I can get this to work. Looks like I need to go into my Gmail and put in a code. Twitch. There. Boom. Nice. But I'm going on 47 minutes and pretty soon. I really want to thank everybody that does tune into these live streams. But again, there was actually a point where there were 2 people watching. My live streams has gone downhill, which is sad. I think it's because when I do stream on my laptop, which is what I'm doing right now, I don't really get much views, which is okay because I'm not used to streaming on the actual YouTube studio stuff. This is somewhat new to me, so just bear with me, people. Come on. I'm gonna have to work on some of this stuff when I'm done live streaming on here. I want to thank all you guys for your support. You guys are amazing to me. I love y'all. I really do. You guys are awesome to me. Even though with a lot of stupid comments I've been getting lately, after these live streams, I don't want to worry about that. But there's one app that I actually miss that used to work for me. They don't no longer have that app. So I have to live stream on YouTube some other way. And trust me, it's hard. I don't know how to do it nowadays, but yeah. Now, before I do end this, because I need to do some work on this. I'll probably live stream round 4 of this tournament. Now, if I don't, please don't panic. Authorize. Because I really want to show you guys how good we are. Now, but there's going to be a point where, the comments is going to have to be watched. Okay. Because when someone starts to use a bad word, then that's when my Moo bot or whatever bot I have, the night bot. Yeah. So anyway, I really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys tune in. I'll probably do a live stream on my NHL 21, but I always like to. I do cheat. Okay, I cheat. I always make players bad or make my team good, make other, sometimes if they're, back then in the NHL, you used to actually customize your own teams and, have one great team and one bad team, but they don't now. So in the meantime, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. See you guys in a little bit.